Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and welcome to the first video in a series that's going to kick off our coverage for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We're going to cover all kinds of different things, from score streaks, game modes, prestige systems, zombies, perks, weapons, PC details, COD casting, all the really cool features that will hopefully make this game worth picking up. So if you want to stay informed, feel free to hit that sub button and let me know what you want to see covered. The gameplay in the background is Black Ops 1, and it will continue to be Black Ops 1 until Black Ops 2 is released. And at that time, then we're going to shift gears, and we'll start talking about tips and tricks, and do some gameplay commentary, some more fun videos. We'll get away from these features. A little bit of background about myself. I've been playing since COD 4, and it's definitely a love-hate relationship. I can totally understand and identify with all the haters who dislike Call of Duty. At one time or another, I've probably uninstalled the game, I've quit in frustration, and I've yelled at friends for no good reason whatsoever. But at the same time, I can also understand the fun and almost addicting qualities that this game has. The chances are you have a friend who plays Call of Duty. So I guess the point of this video is actually help you learn about some of the key features that are going to be in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, while helping develop your own opinion on whether or not you might want to pick this game up for yourself. Alright, so let's get to the heart of the topic of this video. We're going to be talking about the Pick 10 system, which is the new Create a Class. In previous Call of Duties, you'd have a primary, a secondary, some perks, tactical and lethal grenades, and you'd swap them in and out until you found something you wanted to play around with. In Call of Duty Black Ops 2, they changed it fundamentally at its core, and they allow you to pick 10 things. And for the purposes of illustration, I'm just going to call them points. You want a primary weapon, then you spend a point on it. You have 9 more points to put anyplace else. You aren't pigeonholed into picking a fixed number of things. If you want to run around butt naked with a combat knife, you can do that. You don't have to spend any of your points if you choose not to. Say you don't normally use concussion grenades or tactical grenades, then that could be 2 points you could put someplace else. So a couple of examples might be, if you want a really powerful weapon, you might actually have to give up some of the things that allow you to survive. Or if you want to run around like a sneaky ninja and get some of the things that help you be stealthy and a silencer on your weapon, well then your gun might take 6 or 7 shots to kill somebody at a distance. You have to figure out for yourself what's important to you if you want to come up with some of the more fun and interesting combinations. So while you have more customization, it's also balancing the game a little bit more, which generally don't go hand in hand. To give more customization generally means that you need to give more options. More options generally translates into making the game harder to balance. So that's the beauty of this system. It allows you to customize your class and do some really fun and interesting things the way you want to, and at the same time limits your opponents from being able to do some of the crazy things as well, so the game is a bit more balanced. So now you understand how it works and why I think it's balanced. There's actually a web application online that allows you to craft your own class using the Pick 10 system. And there's a link in the description. Shout out to Hutch, Blackhawk Lex, and Charlie Intel for bringing it to my attention on Twitter. It's a lot of fun, and it should definitely give you an idea of some of the things you need to do to craft your class, some of the stuff you might have to give up to do some of the more interesting things. You can try out some combinations and get prepared for the game, and it also give you a good feel for the different kinds of weapons in the game, their attachments, perks, etc., if you weren't fully aware of everything that's available currently. So let's take a look, see what we have to work with. You have your primary and secondary weapons, you have your attachments for each, your perks, your grenades, and your wildcards, which I'll talk about here soon. Also, you have your score streak, which isn't actually a part of your Create a Class, but it is a part of this application. It should give you an idea about some of the things you might be looking forward to unlocking, as well as what order they might come in. Just keep in mind that some of these values are probably going to change. It's quite a simple application. All you do is click on what it is you want to select. We are looking at primary weapons now, and I'm going to pick the Scorpion Evo because I've seen gameplay of it, we have it on our channel, and I know it's going to be something I'm interested in, and I select it. Bam! I've spent 1 point out of the 10. You see one of these bars is gone. Say I want an attachment for it. I come down, I'm thinking rapid fire. Okay, I want a second attachment. I'm thinking the foregrip. And let's go all out. I want a third attachment. Well, I can't actually do that because I need the wild card that unlocks the third attachment. Like it says here, attachment with wild card. So I click OK, come down to wildcards. This is where you get to do some of the more interesting things. Primary Gunfighter allows you to use a third attachment with your primary weapon. Secondary Gunfighter allows you to use a second attachment with your secondary. Overkill allows you to use 2 primary weapons instead of a primary and secondary. Danger Close allows you to use 2 lethal grenades. Perk 1, 2, and 3 Greed allow you to use a second perk from the same tier. And Tactician allows you to use an extra tactical grenade in place of your lethal grenade. So this allows you to do some of the more fun and interesting things, but they cost a point in their own. So if I want to use a third attachment, I need Primary Gunfighter. That costs me my 4th point, and then to actually pick that attachment, we're going to use Fast Mags. Now I've spent 5 points just on my primary weapon alone, so you get an idea for some of the things you have to give up. But at the same time, say, come to perk 1, Flak Jacket, Ghost, Blind Eye, Hardline, Lightweight. None of those really sound too appealing to me. I think I'm just going to skip that. I don't have to use it if I don't want to. Come here. Not really too appealing. I think I'm going to use Scavenger though. That's a solid choice. Go to perk 3, and I'm going to pick Awareness. Awareness sounds really good. That's going to allow me to hear my enemies better. So now I have 3 points remaining to spend. Dexterity also sounds pretty nice. So does Dead Silence sounds pretty good. But to get Dead Silence, it's going to cost a point for the wild card and a point for Dead Silence. That's only going to leave me with 1 more point to use. I know for a fact that I want a Semtex, and I'm thinking I probably want to try out the Shock Charge as well. Well, suddenly I'm out of points. I have nothing left to spend. I can't get that last perk unless I give up something else. So it gives you an idea about some of the things you have to do. Now I've spent 10 points. All I have is a primary weapon, 2 perks, a Semtex, and a Shock Charge. I don't even have a secondary backup weapon. I don't have a 3rd perk. None of that. It gives you an idea for some of the things you have to give up. And it's a really neat application. And this is just one example. There are many other things that you could do, many other combinations. But it gives you an idea about how some of these things work. A couple things to keep an eye out for though. There's no 3rd attachment on your secondary weapons, so that's inaccurate on it. Also, the ballistic CPU is for snipers only. It might give you the option to add that to some other rifles or SMGs. And I believe that the iron sights is only usable on one of the snipers. But outside of that, it should definitely give you an idea of some of the things that you can do with the new Pick 10 system and give you a better feel for how the game's going to be when it comes out. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, you might consider subscribing. We will be talking a lot about Black Ops 2, and especially once the game launches, you can expect some big things from us. So stick around, hit that button. It doesn't take but a second, and we have a lot of really cool content coming out, not just Black Ops 2, that you might be interested in. The next video is going to be on PC-specific Black Ops 2 details. Some really neat things coming out for the PC if you're interested at all. As always, feel free to click out, take a look at any of the videos you see on your screen, and especially click that playlist button if you want to see some of the other Black Ops 2 stuff that we have, including a minute 30 of exclusive gameplay Activision has allowed us to post to our channel. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.